Hello, hello. Mark Atwood here with Ian Welch. How you doing, Ian?
Hello, Mark. I'm doing absolutely amazing. I'm just struggling hard to keep up with this knowledge that's coming in.
I know. I'm just getting my pine cone out of my bag. This is the boot of my car because I've just landed in Buxton in the High Peaks in Derbyshire.
Ooh, lovely.
Oh, wait, why are we doing Cornish accents? I don't understand. Why are we doing that accent for? That's not Derbyshire.
Why do you be doing that in Derbyshire?
Pine cone.
A pine cone. Well, mine's bigger than yours.
Don't be doing that, comparing pine sizes. Oh, jeez, look at that. That's a big one.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just taking my coat off because it's a little bit warm. We've been driving since got off the ferry at Liverpool at about 6:30. Right. Okay, I'm comfortable now. How is everybody? Whew, I'm just seeing who's here. Tanya's here. Hi, Tanya. Crabstick.
Hello, Tanya.
Are you singing? Did you hear my...
I am a singer. Did you know that? I am a singer. I've been in 3 choirs.
Of course you are. Of course you are. I was just asking you, did you hear my Johnny Cash this morning? It was very good.
I didn't know. I was so busy this morning. You wouldn't believe.
I would actually.
All right, go on. Let me hear your John. Did you say Johnny Cash?
Yeah, I sang on the ferry and then put it on TikTok. And people keep saying, I'm not following you on TikTok. Guys, if you're watching this, just follow me on TikTok so I can get to 1,000 people because I want to do live streams on there. Please, you can maybe unfollow me later, but just, you know, get on there. TikTok's where the kids...
It'll work better if you've got a split personality. You won't need so many people.
Wonder if it works this way. Let me just try this. I've gone upside. There you go. That's a bit better. That's better.
Anyway, did you hear that joke I just said?
No, I missed it.
I said, if you find people with a split personality, you won't need so many people.
Ho, ho! I'm a schizophrenic, and so am I.
Yeah, I've heard about you from him.
We're just waiting for people to join in. We've got 196 here so far. Oh yeah, you want to hear me sing Johnny Cash?
I do.
Come. Used to do that before going on stage, but drink a sherry. Gargle with port. That was. I keep a close watch on this heart of mine. Anyway, pine cone. Do you know I had a thought about pine cones this morning? Thank you, Sashcraft51 started following me as I. This is good doing it on the phone. Yeah, I had a thought about pine cones because pine trees have come up a lot during the covidiosity in the last 3 years. With the covidiosity.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Okay.
That's my new word for idiotic COVID stuff. Pine needle tea. Pine needle stuff. It's everywhere. It's a very, very special thing, isn't it?
Very. It is.
So, I've got about half an hour. Do you want to start? Before we start, you guys watching, if you're not on my email list, remember the description box below the video. Get on my email list. That's the #1 thing to do. Also, there should be a link to Ian's workshop, which is on Sunday at 7 p.m. GMT, which is about 2 p.m. Eastern and about 11 a.m. Pacific time. Sorry, Australia, I don't know your times. Plus, there's lots of them. So that we're going to do a workshop. You're going to run the workshop, and I'm going to assist you. I feel like Debbie McGee. My name's Paul Daniels. I'm old, bald.
I am not dressing up like what's her name.
I know. I saw enough of you in female clothes in the desert, mate. I don't want to see that again.
Very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fault. That's all I had.
Well, it was because you forgot to put your bloody bag in the car. I'm not going there. We're not going there. So we're going to do a workshop because you've been downloading since the Love Star workshops. You've just been consistently downloading new information. Why don't you tell everybody about that?
Oh, blimey. Well, basically, I had this vision come to me. I mean, I've been to Cambodia, Angkor Wat, and in my book, there's lots of pictures of Angkor Wat, and it's all about pine cones, mainly my book. And on all of the towers around Angkor Wat are these. I mean, they're massive, but the entire city is devoted to that.
Mm.
And then we see these Sumerians holding a pine cone like this and pointing it at somebody's head or plants. And I just sat there the other day and I'm thinking, what is all that about? You know, it's just a bloody pine cone. Oh my God. Then I got the massive download of how you use one of these.
Yeah, but also, can I add to that? You know, if you walk around any of the old cities in Europe and look at the old churches, they're all surrounded by pine cones on top of all the fencing, in the gardens, the waterfall, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, also outside the Vatican, there's a massive pine cone. It's probably about 4 or 5 tons in weight of this carved pine cone. They don't really know how to use it. Right, and most people think, as I did, and it does, in a theory, represent the pineal gland in the brain. People that have done the Love Star workshop now are aware that we have a pineal gland in the heart, the base, and the sacral of the body. And I've been told how and shown how we can actually integrate this with our pineal glands in our body and how to use them for healing, for clearing bad energies in people, the land, food, water.
Ian,
yes.
I was just at the monastery in Manchester this morning, and I was talking to my friends there, and I was explaining that we'd done this pine cone healing together a few days ago on a very specific personal issue for me. And then I went, oh my God, it worked. And I just put the two and two together, because I'll tell you off air, but it worked immediately.
Wow.
Immediately,
wow.
Dude, it was extraordinary. And I only just realized this morning when I was telling the story, oh, there's a link between that and that.
Yeah.
So listen, I can't thank you enough for that.
You're so welcome. And I mean, I have got a gift for everyone watching. I'm not going to point at anybody yet, but I want to give you a little taster of what this little beauty here can do. You know, a lot of people think, oh, fucking idiot, bloody pine cone. You can't use a pine cone for healing. It comes off a bloody tree and it's free. Well, actually, you can. And because it's free, it's even better. Yeah, I mean, I was the same. I'm thinking, surely you can't be using that. But when you look at the pine cone, it actually goes clockwise and anti-clockwise at the same time. So what I'm going to be teaching you is how to use that. But not only that, I'm going to teach you how to create 5D water to come out of your tap constantly, forever. I'm also going to be talking about the companion star. I've shown a bloody companion star to the love star. And it's so important that we understand what that is and how they interact and how we can use that. I'll be talking about clockwise and anti-clockwise vortices. Then I'll be talking about the architects, the architect, the master architect, the supreme architect who I've met. So I'm going to be explaining about those because that is all linked with that. Okay. What else have we got here? Teaching. Oh yeah, we'll also be helping you to use this with your mirror versions, which Mark experienced, and he blew him away.
Oh yeah.
In fact, that whole experience when I rang you up, I said, Mark, you've got to experience this. And poor old Mark was nearly jumping off his bloody chair with the power that was coming from this and how we can use this. But you can't do this if you haven't done the Love Star workshop. It's that important. Remember that. You cannot jump to this one because it won't make much sense and it won't be empowered. So let
me just explain. If you got any of you guys watching this that haven't done the Love Star workshop but want to come to the Pine, what do they call it? The Pine Cone Vortices.
Pine Cone Vortices healing, yeah.
The recordings are just as good as being live on those events. And
Correct.
the link to that is the link to the recordings should be in an email shot that I've already sent out. But if you can't find it there, go to my Telegram channel, scroll up, and you'll find it. Okay. And later I might try and pin it into the comments under this video, because I don't think I pinned it. I don't think I put it in the description. But that's also why it's so important to be in my email list, because that's the best way of me being able to keep you filled in on all this type of stuff, and the Telegram channel.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and my Telegram channel, you'll find it on there as well, just trying to help people. But ultimately what Mark and I are doing is an extraordinary gift for humanity. This works, and it's big, really, really big. And we're doing this to help humanity. So those that cannot afford it, you pay what you can. Right?
Yeah,
I've been told
if you can't, if you can't afford it, you get this for free.
It's so cheap. This is worth way more than $200. They're saying to me, but we're trying to do this as a gift for humanity. If we all come together with this same beautiful love and healing, etc., that is what is going to empower the collective humanity. This is all thanks to this chap here, you know with the glasses, and the beard.
Well, look, what is the main point of having this channel if it's not producing positive things, and what you're effectively doing is making lots of the people, the lovely subscribers to this channel and beyond, become healers themselves, because we are all healers. Yeah, we all have these abilities.
After this next workshop, this one on Sunday, you will become the med bed, without a doubt.
Well, this is the thing, right? We're coming up to a time, me and a lot of other people, probably you too, I haven't asked you this, but this is the year. This is a very, very big year, and you can see a flood. If you look at Andrew Bridgen's Twitter feed at the moment, Andrew Bridgen's the British MP who stood up and said there's an issue with the safety of these things, and he's getting ripped apart, being called anti-Semitic by the MSM. He's been banned from the Conservative Party, and I don't think it's part of the White Hat movie personally, but whether you agree with that or not, there is a flood of information that cannot be stopped. And when the public truly wakes up to this attempted genocide, they're going to be crazy. And there's a lot of people, the level of died suddenlies is going through the roof, and we're all here together. They're gonna need us, is what I'm trying to say, and we need to learn how to be able to use this kind of stuff, because conventional medicine ain't going to do anything for them.
Absolutely. And when all the NHS is completely destroyed, it's heading that way now, and you won't even be able to see a doctor. And the crazy thing is, we're still paying our national insurance to have this for ourselves, and that's going to be taken away from you big time, and that's going to be very, very soon. So as you state quite clearly, what I am sharing is being given to me. This is new. All this stuff I'm sharing is new to me within the last few months, and it is blowing me away, and it takes a lot for that to happen, and it's extraordinary. And I have to share this with humanity, because it is important that you are well. It's important that you stay strong, healthy, pain-free, and that in itself will raise your light frequency. I just checked with my rods today where humanity is collectively with regards to 5D. Where were we? I think when I've done this a few weeks ago, or a week or so ago, it was about 1%, 2%, 5%. So any more than 5, 6, 7, so you've gone to 6%. That's the humanity collectively. So we've risen 3 or 4% in the 5D frequency. Now, people that are on the workshops that we're doing here, you're going to jump to 55, 60, 70% just from one workshop. If you do the Sunday one, I'm pretty sure you're going to be jumping to 100% 5D frequency in your body.
You did me the other day, and you said a bit of me was in 60. Do you want to just check me?
All right. Okay. So you're already at 100% 5D. You cannot jump any further than that unless you are at 100% 5D. So let's have a look on 60.
I'm getting rotted.
6%. You've gone just 1 more percent. But this is going to be a slower process with the 6D. right? And I'm not going to share it yet because people want to jump straight to that one and miss out the foundation work. So it's happening, right? It will happen to those that are truly working on themselves, with themselves, and being in love. This will transform your body from 4 to 5 to 6 and so on. It will keep growing. And this is how we come into this enlightenment, right? This is what is happening. We're becoming lighter and lighter. So when our galactic neighbors arrive, then they won't harm us with their very, very light frequencies when they come close to us and shake our hands or give us a hug or whatever. Then it won't affect us as badly because our light frequency is catching up with theirs. Shall I do this?
Go on.
All right. So this is a taster of what this little beauty here can do. So I've doused before we started the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place from the love star directly into this pine cone 21,200 vortices, and this is to help with the 5D frequency of everybody that watches this. Even if it's in a week's time, if you watch the recording, it will still have the same impact. So I'm going to do this now. I'm not going to point it just yet because yeah, it's going to be pretty potent stuff. So. Oof, right, okay. This is, yeah, you can feel it already, can't you? So this is now, this is for humanity, right? This is for everyone watching to help you come up to 5D even more so.
Whoa! Every time.
So what's happening with myself and Mark? We are so tuned in together. You hear, we're almost like better than brothers, actually. We're so tuned in that we're picking up on the impact of the love that this has just given everybody. It comes back. What goes around comes around. What you give is what you receive, and so on. So this pine cone has actually empowered the programs that I placed in it, of these vortices, etc. And then that's come straight through the screen and into you as you're watching this. This is going to enhance the. Oh, that's interesting. So, right, here we go. So I'm going to check with everyone that's watching at the moment. I don't know how many hundreds or thousands. Let's have a look. So before I did the pine cone, let's see where everyone was in their watching in their 5D. 10%, 15% before the pine cone. And I'm not making this up, it's not bullshit. Right, let's have a look. So now 15%, ooh, 20%. You've gone up 5%. That just doing that has brought everybody that's watching this another 5% in your light frequency to 5D. So that's just a little taster. There's masses more. I just hope I can fit it all in. And guess what, Mark? I've been given way more. So there's going to have to be a third one because it is way bigger than this, believe it or not. It incorporates this, but it's bigger. As Ian Welch says, what does he say?
Go large.
Go large. So we're going to go large, so enormous.
Whoa, God, I'm still getting it down my legs.
Yeah, it's going to have an impact. It's going to have an impact. I mean, I could do one. I could be really, really crafty here to the public, and I could do one just for Mark, and you won't see him again. He'll be on the floor.
Well, I've got to do a talk this evening, so don't overkill me. But give me what I can take it. Just give it to me. Well, ask the guys.
I'm going to ask the rods, all right? And you're going to be rodded. It's been a while, mate, since you've had my rod.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Right. Let's see what you're back.
Who knew? Who knew this kind of thing could be this much fun?
Well, it should be, shouldn't it?
Yeah, you should.
Serious?
I know. I know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, fuck all that.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, so what we're going to do, we're going to check your base chakra. All right, Sue's just come in. She's going to come and say hello.
Hello, Sue.
No, come and say hello. Come and sit down and say hello.
Hello.
Right, there we go. So you're going to witness now Mark being sort him out with a pine cone. All right. So I'm just going to check first of all. Did you hear what she said?
No, I didn't. I'm on the phone. I didn't hear that.
She said.
What did you say?
She said, "Shall she get the lubricant?"
Seriously, you two. Honestly, this is a family show. Come on.
What was the word?
Lubri, I got to.
Oh, right. Lubri.
Behave yourself.
Behave. Right,
Behave.
Okay. Right, let's have a go then. Let's have a look. Let's try your, because I know your base chakra's out. I can't feel it. So it's
No, my base chakra's always out.
Right, let's block. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to obviously share now what I'm going to do with this. And then this is just going to be for Mark. It won't affect anybody else. This is just going to be for Mark, okay?
I might drop the phone.
You might do indeed. Right.
Oh!
I haven't done it yet, mate. Here we go.
I felt something.
Right. Now. That's better. So you're not making this up, are you? You're actually feeling this.
No. You know I'm not making it up. You met me.
There we go. Let's just check your. So that's awakened your base chakra, which is going to send all kinds of plasma energy up through your body. So let's have a look now. Your base, yeah. So your base chakra's pushing out some energy now.
Yeah.
I hope you'll be able to steer okay later.
Are you sure you and me weren't in a 70s sitcom?
If not, we should make one. Weren't we talking about doing something like that?
We should actually. Yeah, that'd be funny. Stop messing about.
Hey, you butler.
Oh, you butler. Oh, shit.
Anyway, so Sue, right? Sue's a bit my guinea pig, right? With this, without the lubricant, right? I want you to just to share some of the experiences that when I first.
Hang on, Susan. I know how to short my own chakras out. Okay. I do know how to do it. I'm very, very busy.
I'm very tired and busy. What can I say? Well, last night I had that toothache I first had in Morocco reappeared 100-fold last night, and using the systems Ian uses, it's completely gone. My all swelling's gone. I can't think what else I've done apart from just today, but.
Well, look at the light frequency. See, Sue's very sensitive. When I do things, that's why I like to use Sue, because she can actually feel things that others can't, and then she'll sit there and yeah, definitely, yeah, that really has worked, and we get a different perspective with Sue's sensitivity. So it's really good. But I've used everybody on the land as guinea pigs, as well as the food and the liquids, etc., and the animals. And that has been extraordinary, and this will supersede anything that anybody else is using for healing. And I'm talking about any kind of mechanical or electrical or anything. And this is free. I mean, it's going to piss a lot of people off, and I apologize for that. But ultimately, I do, seriously. I mean, these people that have spent all this time researching to use a mechanical gadget, gizmo, to do something.
Dude, I love my mechanical gadgets. I'm still going to keep getting them. Well, look, you know, I've got things like this on me all the time, right? Can you make a pine cone that looks like this? Because this is cool.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it's the same one that our friend Tracy's got, and she swears by it. And they do work really, really
No,
well.
it's
I mean,
amazing.
if you haven't got time to do these things, then yeah, by all means, grab a gadget and let it do what it needs to do.
Ian, some people are asking what kind of pine cone. I mean, we've both got different pine cones here because I've got this one.
They're the same. They're basically the same, but that yours is open and this one is closed.
Yeah.
So I prefer using the closed one, because it shows the same one as the. Oh, let's do it again. It shows all the lovely spirals on it, and it's the same one that they use in all the pictures and images. And so go onto YouTube or on the internet and just type in images of pine cones, and you will see. Yeah, you'll see these amazing beings that are using these for healing.
Down the road, the bottom of our road, where the lake is.
Yeah, we've got a pine grove, which is about a 6-minute drive from us, and there's loads there. And
Well,
there's one. Oh, go on.
If people watching this can't find a pine cone, you can get them online for like £4 or £5.
You can, but what we did I did a little workshop with Medina, which is going to be the same
Thanks,
one.
Deanna.
Yeah, and basically there was one gentleman there who didn't have a pine cone, so I said to him, "Do you have a pen or a pencil?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, ask that to represent what I teach you." Okay, and he actually got an effect from it, and it helped him. But you know, it's not going to be as powerful as the actual thing. But if you can't get a pine cone, then just have something that you can represent a pine cone, a pencil, or a crystal, or something like that, and then that'll be fine.
It would be very easy to dismiss the humble pine cone, but seriously, it's possibly the most represented natural thing in architecture in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
And on the show, I'm going to share a massive reason of why a pine cone has been chosen, and it's all to do with the architects, etc., etc. And I'm going to share that experience that I had 8 or 9 years ago, which will bring you a deeper understanding. When you understand something, you actually connect to it better. And the power increases, and you actually make a connection to the source of where it's come from. So that's what else I'll be teaching.
Linda's asking a question. Does a pine cone work that has been sprayed gold?
Yes.
Yeah, I can't see why not.
Yeah, but make sure that you bring it in harmony with the affirmations that I teach. You know, the highest quality of the aspect of the golden age, 5D, and the love star frequencies. Make sure that comes up to that. So then it'll be resonating and vibrating at the correct frequency for you as you use this.
First Light is saying, put water on a pine cone and it will close. I watch mine do that all the time. I'll try that later. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Is this while you're in the bath playing with your gadgets?
Look, I've told you.
I told you, Mr. Grimsdale.
My gadgets. How are your gadgets? Wet.
Steady.
Oh, God. The Two Rodders, somebody suggested we should call the sitcom.
The two what?
Two Rodders.
Two Rodders. Yeah, why not? Why not? We could be on the show rodding each other all night.
Oh my word! Seriously, what did I start with this? What did I start?
Oh, you heard that one, didn't you?
Sue's just as bad.
She is. Oh yeah.
I'm speaking in life.
That's good. You keep laughing. That's my advice. Just keep laughing. They don't like it. Yeah. They don't like it.
They don't. They don't. Especially when a woman looks at a man and he undresses and she laughs. That doesn't work, does it?
No, that's not generally a good idea. But I have turned that to my advantage in the past. Put it that way. Did you hear that? This just popped into my head. Aretha Franklin. You know, she did that song "Natural Woman" in the '60s. Yes. She's been The LGBT campaigners are trying to ban that song because it's anti-trans or something.
Oh,
anyway,
sake, this planet needs to be rubbed out and start again.
Well, funnily enough, that's what's happening.
Yeah, it is in its own special way.
Yeah. God's got a hold of this and is sorting it out. So is there anything else on this show right now? Did you say you're going to show us how to make water 5D permanently, or is that for the workshop?
That's going to be on the workshop. That'll be on the workshop.
And what else are you going to do? Show people how to.
I'm going to be talking about the companion star, right? Talking about the companion star, which works hand in hand with the love star, which was shown to me. Actually, that was shown to me quite some years ago. We're going to be working with vortices clockwise and anti-clockwise, talking about the architects leading to the pine cones, teaching you how to use the pine cones on everything and anything. It's just going to keep growing and growing and growing, and ultimately it's going to be from just working with this. I'm itching to share the next one because that just really blew me away. I'm thinking, oh my God, I just sit there and I'm just, wandering about in my head, and I just get another load of information that comes in. Because we're in this 5D now, there's nothing stopping it. There's nothing preventing this knowledge now getting into the hands of where it needs to be, which is the general public, right? Yeah, so, apart from ourselves.
Well, just as a reminder to the viewers, the link is in the description to join us on the workshop on Sunday, 7 p.m. GMT. It's pay whatever you want. We don't care. You can do it for free if you want, but we think it's worth money. We're still in a money system, and Ian's trying to build a healing center. So if you want to donate, you can donate whatever you want. But it'd be great to see you there. We've also switched formats. When we did the Love Star workshop, we were using Zoom. It was limited to 300. So we switched to webinar. So we're just going to do this once, and it'll be on a webinar. It will be recorded. But it is going to be, it'd be good if you can make it live on Sunday, you guys. I've already done this with Ian, and it's already had big effects on my life. So, yeah. Anything else? Because I'm going to go and find my hotel now.
No, I think that's it. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. You will not regret it. None of you have anyway on anything that I've done, have you? But this it's just getting bigger and bigger. And I just love to share this. Yeah, and for me, it's amazing for me as well.
It's amazing for me. As everybody knows, I'm a lazy bastard who doesn't do enough spiritual work. So these webinars are a good excuse, great excuse for me to sit down and actually pay attention.
Yes. Yeah. And also you get freebies when I ring you up and say, Mark, can I use you as a guinea pig? I see people watching, right? I ring him up and I go, here, Mark, you ready for this?
What? And I'm like this going, oh, I'm smoking a fag. Do I have to do it now? It's like bloody homework.
Go bully Mark instead.
Yeah, Sue's had enough. I thought she was going, oh, that's enough. Right, go and pick on Mark now.
Yeah, well, no, I don't mind. That's what I'm here for. I'm the human guinea pig for everybody else as well. And no, it's not about being perfect, guys. Is it?
No.
Nobody's perfect. Don't worry about that.
You want to see my right hand? It's just, it's really. Oh dear. I'm sorry. It's just.
No, it's great. It's nice having It's nice. You are cheeky. So am I. It's nice having a midday giggle on a Tuesday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You can't say a join.
What's the other one? It's like that, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got to do another live with Anya Lilly later over lunch, I think, guys, and then I'm doing this talk in Buxton. If you're coming to Buxton, I look forward to seeing you tonight. I've just been down to the monastery to sort out the event on April the 15th, which is looking great, and we've sorted out the set today and a few other things. Very magical place, lots of great energy there. So if you can come to Manchester as well, that'd be brilliant. And you guys, I've got to do some filming this week, and then got to go and see my mum and all that sort of stuff. So I will see you on Sunday. Yeah. I'll ring you about an hour before so we can just check the webinar software's all working correctly. And have a lovely afternoon.
And you, and lots of love to everybody watching. See you on Sunday.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.